Alright, The Naked Gun, directed by Akiva Schaffer, starring Liam Neeson, Pamela Anderson, and a bunch of other people. I saw this movie right after seeing Together. I did my own counter-programming last night. I saw Together, which was very scary, directly followed by The Naked Gun, which is the exact opposite kind of movie. And I think I like Naked Gun better. When people say they don't make them like they used to anymore, this is what they're talking about. This is exactly like the OG Naked Gun movies. It is the comedy, the acting, the editing, the runtime. This is pulled straight out of the 80s and plopped down in 2025. I could not be happier with how this movie turned out. One of my few gripes about this film is the title, The Naked Gun. I saw somewhere online that this should have been called The Naked Gun, Son of a Gun, or something clever like that. Well, now you have to say, hey, have you seen The Naked Gun? And you're like, well, which one? And I hate that. Just call it something else. Just call it something else. Now, going into this movie, you have to know a few things. You have to know that there's going to be a joke a second, and you have to know that this movie's going to be really, really dumb. And if you can accept that, you're going to have a great time. The joke a second thing is mostly for the better. I would say most of the jokes in this film land. I laughed out loud a few times in this movie. There were a few jokes that were so dumb, they were just dumb, and there were a few jokes that were cringe and not funny. But for the most part, you're going to be laughing for most of this movie. And my theater was relatively full, and the audience was having an absolute blast. And I think that helped add to the movie-going experience, for sure. And I was initially worried about Liam Neeson in this film. He's been in one or two comedies before, but apparently I had nothing to be worried about because Liam Neeson worked perfectly in this film. His delivery was almost perfect, he was great in the action stuff, and I think he just embraced the stupidity of the movie, and it worked great. Pamela Anderson also did a great job. I didn't even really recognize her. And overall, what works best about this film is the comedy itself. Obviously, it's a comedy, but it's not the modern comedy you expect. It is the dry humor. It is the silliness. It is the physical humor. It is everything that we loved about the old 80s comedies, Naked Gun, Airplane, Spaceballs. Literally, all of that comedy is in this new movie without any of the new bullshit. There's no pop references, there's no singing musical notes. It's great. I was thoroughly amused for most of this film. I was very happy. It was almost refreshing to see this style of comedy brought back into a new movie. I had a blast watching this film. I would give this movie 8 out of 10. Very solid, very funny. Could it have been better? Yes. Were there some jokes that just did not land at all? Absolutely. Overall though, had a great time. If you've seen the new Naked Gun, what'd you think? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to. Catch you later.